An important health screening is going on at Hy-Vee stores. It's free, and it tells you where you stand on your blood sugar. Dietitian Katie Schaeffer is here. She's going to test me live on the air later today. I hope I passed the test.
I'm sure you will.
Anyway, but first we wanted to explore some diabetic-friendly foods.
Sure.
Because this is a condition it's on the rise, isn't it, among Americans?
Always seems to be on the rise. And the thing that we really do these screenings for, so people that have diabetes and have been diagnosed, usually they are getting A1C screenings from their doctors. It's a lot of the people in kind of the pre-diabetes range because insurance doesn't pay for that, that we just like to let people come out and try them. And so these foods are all diabetic-friendly options, but they're also the sponsors that pay for those screenings. So wonderful.
I think it's great that you guys are offering those free screenings, because you're right, when you go to your doc, if you don't have diabetes, you do have to pay for that test.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to do that in a little bit. I know you're supposed to watch your carbs.
Yes.
As a diabetic. I know you've got some, veggie type stuff that's good.
Yeah, so vegetables just in general, we kind of have two categories. So we've got a starchy and a non-starchy. The non-starchy are going to have very little carbohydrates. Bird's Eye is one of my absolute favorite kind of frozen veggie brands.
These are so easy too, right?
So easy, and they just make them fun. So I brought things today that there are a bunch of mixes. A lot of people are like, okay, steamed broccoli, I guess, again. But they have tons of options with seasonings and sauces and mixtures. So just ways to make it a little bit more exciting. And then vegetables are always going to add a little bit more fiber that help kind of with that digestion of the carbohydrates too.
So you do this and then you eat a pile of avocado.
That might be a large serving size.
Okay.
Yes.
How much of this am I supposed to eat, Katie?
Yes, so California avocados, those, usually it's about a third of an avocado. So when you're doing, most people I say would do like a half, and that would be okay. Avocados are going to be great because they've got the heart healthy fat. They're going to be very low in carbohydrate, and the carbohydrate they do have, again, is that fiber that helps with the digestion.
And so you do need to watch your sugar, right?
Yes.
In general, processed sugars, donuts and cookies and all
the
of that.
added sugar gets people a lot because it's in a lot of things.
Wait till you guys hear about this stuff right here.
This is an interesting one. So this is a new brand that's called Sugar Break. And so they are natural supplements. So they're all pulled from things that naturally occur. And so the one that you've got is called Resist. And so that is like a little peppermint tab that you put on your tongue. And it has, I think it's mulberry extract on there that kind of takes the place of the sugars on your taste receptors, and so it blocks the taste of sugar for about an hour. So
okay, so did you understand this? You put this in your mouth and you can't taste anything sweet for an hour.
About an hour, yeah. And so
that is a crime against nature.
That was one of my first reactions. So what I always tell people is this is not like a thing you take every day. This is for someone that like you really, really struggle with sugar cravings and you feel like you have them all the time and they're just kind of controlling your life.
So if you couldn't taste it, would it really keep you from eating a cupcake?
The theory is, theory is you can't taste it. So then when you go to eat that, it doesn't kind of hit those pleasure center because it doesn't taste like it. And so then your brain's like, oh, never mind. We don't want that.
It's like having COVID, I hear. Right?
Maybe a little bit.
Like you can't taste anything. Because the friends I know who did get COVID, they said when they couldn't taste, they didn't want to eat anything. Everything tasted gross or just, flat.
So this just blocks the sugar. So
I was
everything else would taste like it.
Then I said no. Anyway, I was going to try that to see. But you said it just an hour.
Just an
hour.
hour.
I was afraid it would last longer, and it scared me. so I'm not going to try it.
The other two, so there's a stabilized one. I think it's on this side. This one you take kind of before meals, and it helps
it's a supplement or
just like a little tablet. So that helps to increase your insulin sensitivity. And then the Reduce over there you take in the morning, and that helps to just bring down kind of the carbohydrate absorption in the blood a little bit down for the rest of the day.
This is for people with diabetes?
It could be, honestly, for anyone, but I would recommend it more for people that struggle with their blood sugar regulation, which would be people with diabetes.
Okay. And there's a cereal over there you wanted me to try?
Yeah, so Catalina Crunch is a cereal that is going to be very low in carbohydrates. They use stevia and they use monk fruit extract to sweeten it. So in here it's got 0 grams of added sugars. It's 14 grams of carbohydrates total. So it's going to be much lower. They've got cereals and they're coming out with snack mixes as well. So again, another kind of low carbohydrate snack.
This is the one I picked to try, and it's mint chocolate.
Chocolate mint,
and
yes.
It's close enough.
Gives you that nice crunch.
Yeah, it is. I can taste a little bit of that there. And I didn't even have one of these.
Yes.
One of those strips. So they're different flavors. What are the other ones?
So we've got a honey graham, I think maple waffle, and then this one is chocolate banana. And then they are coming out with kind of like a munchy snack mix. But they just use good ingredients that are going to have a little bit more fiber, more protein, and a lot less sugar.
But in general, if you have diabetes, you don't have to have these special products.
You don't have to.
No. But these are, I think it can help you along if you're even if you have a new diagnosis and you're just trying to.
Sometimes the substitutes are nice. And one of the things I always tell people is you are just being consistent and watching your carbohydrates. You're not avoiding them completely. A lot of people think they can't have any anymore, and that's not true. You're just kind of watching them a little bit more.
Katie's going to come back near the end of the show, and we're going to do the little finger prick and check my A1C reading. So looking forward to that, Katie. Thank you. Thank you. We'll tell people where they can get that for free, right?